Welcome back everyone, this is Arafellum playing Zeux' World, and last time we played through the worst part of Dystopia. Luckily it's not particularly dangerous, just frustrating, but it was still more than frustrating enough. In any case, that brings us out into a place called Sunspot, so we'll explore this now. As you can see, we're in the clouds. I'm getting affected by the reverse controls already. Yeah, controls are normal here, but I just played the Yogg Sothoth, and going through that with the reverse controls for so long, it's kind of easy to forget the controls are normal now. As you can see, one of our Z's is here. If we did not have this Z, there would be an impassable obstacle here. Let's see, this stage has 1 gem, 13 coins. And this is kind of the world in review. There was grasslands there. Here we have Mountain View. With another Z, the Mountain View Z is letting us get through here. Here's Aquaria with the Aquaria Z. So yeah, this is what the Z's are important for. If you do not have the Z's, then you cannot get through this level. Okay. So that was Beach Walk. This is Rainforest. There's another Z. Yeah, any Z you don't have, you come to an obstacle where you need it. So you need all 13 Z's to cross through this level and get to the end. And here's Desert Heat, with another Z. This I think was Tree Houses, yep. To the right is Earth Grotto. Okay, I didn't do that well, but I seem to have avoided getting hurt anyway. That has happened a few times. There's 1 of 13 coins. Okay, here's Metropolis. Also notice we have nice new music. It's a much fancier remix of the Earth Grotto theme. I don't think there's anything down there. There might be, but I'm not going to risk it right now. If I get through and I'm missing something, I might come back and look. Yeah, I have determined completion doesn't really matter, but it couldn't hurt to give it a try. Yeah, here's graveyards. Okay, 4 more coins, 1 more gem. I'm not seeing anything to jump to here, so Blind Faith. Huh, fake lava. Death Cliff, of course. Yeah, I don't like blind jumps. You really should be able to see where you're going. Here's the tower section itself. That gives us a rainbow up there. Here's the gem. And yeah, that's all the gems and coins. It's a pretty straightforward level. It's just you need the Z's, otherwise you can't get through. Now you may be wondering, what happens if you don't have the Z's? Well, I have a second save file I've been going through, you may have seen on the title screen, where I have been deliberately avoiding every Z and all the colored gems to see what difference that makes in some places, and here is one of those places. Without the Grassland Z, there's just this big rainbow barrier in the way. And you can't get around this. Similar things happen for all the other Z's. I think there might be 1 or 2 that you can get around, but this one, there's just no way. You need that Z or you are stuck here forever. And that was Sunspot 1. And of course, after Sunspot 1, there is more Sunspot. We have a nice winding path here to Sunspot 2. Yeah, this is kind of like Donkey Kong level, I think I'm reminded of. The one with the rocket barrel. Yeah, Donkey Kong Country 3 has something sort of like this. There've probably been Barrio levels with similar things also. I could go for the gems. Right now I just want to get through. Because this will get stuck on the clouds, and if you get stuck on the clouds too much, you get down towards the bottom of the screen and kind of can't do anything. And there's wind. So yeah, Sunspot 2. 4 gems, 32 coins. Try to get as many as I can without putting myself in too much danger. We'll see how that goes. It is nice music, though. Very, I'm not sure what the word I'm looking for is. Not fancy exactly. Regal, maybe? I don't think that's quite it either. You can jump on the bees, but it's probably safer to try to dodge around them, so as not to bounce up into the wind and... Okay, yeah. Forgot about that. You need to jump off the platform and go around it there. So yeah, level gets a bit tricky. Okay, so I want to jump off, let the platform go up, get back on it before it's too late, and it's too late. Okay, this time I made it through. There's wind here. You need to be careful not to get the platform stuck on the clouds too much. You do have a bit of let, but it's not much at all. There's probably the rest of the coins. Missed one. More bees. Okay. That was actually kind of funny. Nope. Not gonna make it. Get the bees again. And this time I die of bees. Also, those things at the beginning are to demonstrate to you that the platforms do get stuck on clouds, if you're paying attention. It's kind of a quick warning before you're in any real danger. Oh, that was bad.
I can't get up.
Fortunately, game over is still just a slap on the wrist. Since this isn't dystopia, even if it's conceptually connected to it. Can't believe I did that again. Okay, here we are at more bees, and I jump into it again. Okay, that went surprisingly well. But I forgot to jump off in time there, and yeah. Okay, apparently it is possible to go too fast and fall off your platform, and this is not ideal. I'm not quite dead, but... Okay, there it is. It probably got caught on the edge of the cloud there that I couldn't see. That was one of my sillier deaths. Okay, there was the last gem. This looks like it's the end of the level. Yep. I missed one coin. I think I'll leave it at that for now. It's not too bad. I can always go back if I really want completion. Here's Sunspot 3. If I remember correctly, this isn't a real level, but we'll see. Okay, yeah, we have the switch box here, giving access up to here. And switch box again. Yeah, here we are. The ultimate pit spot. We get wind spell, we get, yeah, fireball, extra life, time slow, time stop, death spell. This just gives coins forever, in case you really want coins. And then there's this. 99 gems, it doesn't say what it is. But that seems kind of important. MegaZeux's power enabled. You'll notice that instead of being an inventory item in the top bar, that appears at the bottom right, kind of like one of those magic gems from the castles that give us permanent abilities. So that leaves the question, what does this do? That's a good question. If you remember Sonic the Hedgehog, when you collect all the Chaos Emeralds, it's kind of like that. But it's powered by gems, not rings. There not being rings in this game. At least if I remember correctly, it is powered by gems. There's a Gemo Vision coming in handy again. 10 coins, 2 gems. So I think it was M to activate MegaZeux. Yeah. Doesn't last very long with 2 gems, but you're invincible, you run faster, and you even jump higher. Which may be the only way to get that 1 coin in the void and get out. Which would be a strange design decision, but strange has been known to happen. In any case, I think this is the last real Sunspot level before the boss, and I think 3 stages is enough, even if the 3rd one was not a stage. So, yeah. This has been Arafellan playing Zeux' World. We cleared most of Sunspot, and we'll leave the rest of it for next time, so I hope to see you then.